Habits of a Happy Brain by Loretta Breuning, Ph.D. Have you ever wondered why happiness can sometimes feel so elusive? Imagine if you could train your brain to create habits that lead to long-lasting joy. In this video, we'll explore the fascinating science behind your brain's chemistry, how habits shape your happiness, and actionable steps you can take to rewire your brain for a more fulfilling life. Welcome to J-Book Insights Cafe. Stick around, and you might just find the secret to unlocking your inner joy. Habits of a Happy Brain. Retrain Your Brain to Boost Your Serotonin, Dopamine, Oxytocin, and Endorphin Levels by Loretta Breuning offers a groundbreaking look at how our brain's happy chemicals work. Breuning, a former professor and founder of the Inner Mammal Institute, combines neuroscience, evolutionary biology, and practical psychology to explain why we seek happiness and how we can build it sustainably. Drawing from her academic expertise and personal experiences, Breuning demystifies the brain's reward system, revealing how our habits, good or bad, are tied to these powerful chemicals. Her work encourages readers to understand their brain's natural processes and take control of their happiness in an intentional way. One of the book's standout quotes captures its essence. Your happy chemicals evolve to reward you for behaviors that promote survival, not to make you feel good all the time. This insight sets the stage for a deeper understanding of how happiness is wired into our biology. What if we told you that happiness isn't just a random feeling, but a series of biological processes influenced by the habits we form? Let's dive into the book's key ideas and uncover the science of happiness, one chemical at a time. 1. The 4 happy chemicals. Breuning delves into the fascinating world of brain chemistry, introducing us to the 4 happy chemicals, dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and endorphins, that play pivotal roles in how we experience joy and satisfaction. These chemicals are not just fleeting bursts of happiness, they are deeply rooted in our evolutionary biology, designed to reward behaviors that promote survival. Dopamine is often referred to as the motivator chemical because it drives us to pursue and achieve our goals. Every time you check off a task on your to-do list or complete a challenging project, that little burst of satisfaction comes from dopamine. It's what fuels anticipation and rewards effort, making it a crucial part of motivation. However, Breuning explains that dopamine is not about constant happiness, it's about the thrill of the chase. This is why we often find ourselves setting new goals as soon as we achieve old ones, the feeling fades, and our brain seeks the next reward. Serotonin is the status and connection chemical, responsible for the sense of belonging and respect we feel in social groups. It plays a significant role in reinforcing our confidence and sense of worth. For instance, a word of praise from a colleague or acknowledgement from a loved one can boost serotonin levels. Breuning ties this to our evolutionary past, where social standing was crucial for survival in tribes. Today, while it might manifest as the satisfaction of being valued or appreciated, an over-reliance on external validation can lead to anxiety or frustration when recognition isn't forthcoming. Oxytocin, the bonding chemical, is often called the love hormone because of its role in fostering trust, intimacy, and connection. From a warm hug to a meaningful conversation, oxytocin is released during moments of genuine social bonding. Breuning emphasizes that oxytocin's impact goes beyond romantic relationships. It strengthens ties with family, friends, and even communities. By building trust and encouraging cooperation, it creates a sense of safety and belonging. However, like other happy chemicals, oxytocin's effects are temporary, requiring consistent nurturing of relationships to sustain those feelings. Endorphins are the brain's natural painkillers, providing temporary relief during moments of physical exertion or stress. They are often associated with the runner's high, that euphoric feeling after a good workout, or the laughter that follows a hilarious joke. Breuning highlights that while endorphins are vital for helping us endure physical discomfort, they are not meant to provide long-term happiness. This is why activities like exercise or laughter need to be part of our regular routines to reap their benefits consistently. By understanding the distinct purposes of each of these chemicals, we can start to see how our habits and behaviors either support or hinder their natural processes. Breuning reminds us that these chemicals are designed to work in short bursts, rewarding behaviors that help us survive. This explains why feelings of happiness can be fleeting. Our brains are wired to seek continuous engagement, not to linger in a perpetual state of bliss. Recognizing this can shift how we approach happiness. Instead of chasing permanent highs, we can cultivate habits that stimulate these chemicals in healthy, intentional ways, creating a more balanced and fulfilling life. 2. The mammalian brain and survival instincts. The brain's reward system evolved to promote survival, not perpetual joy. Breuning explains that our ancestors developed these mechanisms to seek food, avoid predators, and bond with their tribe. Today, those same systems respond to modern stimuli, from social media likes to promotions at work. Recognizing this helps us navigate our impulses with greater awareness. 3. The 45-day habit rule. One of the book's actionable strategies is creating new neural pathways by repeating a behavior for 45 days. Breuning emphasizes that change doesn't happen overnight, but requires consistent effort. By understanding how habits are formed, we can retrain our brain to seek healthier and more sustainable sources of happiness. 4. Breaking the cycle of negative habits. The book explains how our brain often clings to negative habits because they once provided short-term rewards. For instance, comfort eating or procrastination might have soothed stress temporarily but ultimately harm our well-being. Breuning suggests replacing these habits with positive alternatives, like exercising or journaling, to shift our brain's reward focus. 5. Embracing imperfection. Happiness doesn't mean eliminating all negative emotions. Breuning encourages us to accept that feelings like frustration or disappointment are natural. Instead of resisting these emotions, she advises recognizing them as signals from our brain, offering opportunities for growth and self-awareness. 6. Creating your own happy habits. The book outlines how small, intentional actions like setting achievable goals, fostering supportive relationships, and practicing gratitude can stimulate our happy chemicals. Breuning provides exercises and examples showing how anyone can tailor these habits to fit their unique lifestyle. 7. The power of awareness and choice. Finally, Breuning highlights the importance of mindfulness. By becoming aware of how our brain reacts to certain triggers, we gain the power to choose our responses. This shift from autopilot to intentional living is key to breaking free from destructive patterns and cultivating happiness. As to our key insights from the book, happiness is rooted in biology, not external circumstances. Dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and endorphins each play distinct roles in our well-being. Habits are formed through repeated actions, requiring at least 45 days to solidify new pathways. Negative habits persist because they once served a purpose, but they can be replaced with healthier ones. Awareness and mindfulness are crucial for rewiring the brain and making intentional choices. Small, consistent actions lead to long-term happiness. In conclusion, Habits of a Happy Brain is a refreshingly practical and science-backed guide to understanding and improving our emotional well-being. Breuning's explanations of complex neuroscience are accessible and relatable, making this book a valuable resource for anyone looking to enhance their happiness. That said, some critics argue that the book oversimplifies certain aspects of neuroscience, which might leave readers with an incomplete understanding. Additionally, while the 45-day habit framework is helpful, it may not suit everyone's timeline or circumstances. Overall, the book's actionable advice and engaging narrative make it a worthwhile read for those curious about the inner workings of their brain and eager to cultivate joy intentionally. If you're ready to take charge of your happiness and rewire your brain for long-term well-being, why not pick up Habits of a Happy Brain? Let us know in the comments which habit you'd like to change or create, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more insightful book or ebook summaries.